I think it's safe to say your two favorite bands of all time are Green Day and Blink.
This is true. The fact that when we were young, 2023, they played back to back from each other and I was there in the field.
That's hard for me to want to go to like when we were young after. Because,
Yeah, like
I don't know if it's gonna be
the
topped.
cherry was popped right there. It was like it was almost equivalent for me of the summer of 2016 was when Pokemon Go came out, and like just everyone was doing it 24/7.
He was all Metapod up that whole show.
I was very Metapod up.
I was gonna ask if in the future you could only go to one. Green Day and Blink-182 are both playing their final shows and at the same exact time, and you have front center row and you can choose the set list.
Oh,
But speaking of this, let's say that happens in 5 years and you cannot see any band you can't see them again until, so there's no more seeing them. There's no more, oh, I'll catch Blink-182 here or there. This is their last show. Front and center, you pick the set, but you can only be at one.
wow.
No side projects. You know,
Wow.
like you're never going to see anything that they do again. They're basically just full on retiring. No Angels and
I
Airwaves.
think I'm going with my second favorite here because their discography is a bit more lengthier than Blink's. And I'm assuming if I'm picking the set list, I don't really get too much of a limitation of how many songs. So if I did like a 50, 60 song set list from Green Day, and most of the time, Green Day will go ahead and just play the same things. It's like the 4 singles off Dookie. Maybe if they want to surprise the audience, one from Kerplunk, Brain Stew, Time of Your Life, Hitchin' a Ride, King for a Day, Minority, the American Idiot singles, 21 Guns, and whatever new thing they have going on. And that's every Green Day show. So if you give me some like Sassafras Roots, if you give me some Geek Stink Breath, you give me Macy's Day Parade, you give me like American Eulogy and Last Night on Earth, so most of the Uno album, which is I think one of the most underrated pop punk, I know they don't like that term, but like one of the most underrated pop punk albums of all time. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to spread them cheeks of that discography. I'll go with Green Day. I think Blink, don't get me wrong, that'd be insane as well, but I just feel like Green Day, there's a little bit more there, especially from the deep cuts.
You could have Blink just play Fuck a Dog 60 times in a row.
That is true. That is very true.